Hi, welcome to BubbleGrape. I'm Rachel, and today's video is about how to become a college athlete. So the first thing to know about becoming a college athlete is there are a lot of really great athletes out there. So the first thing you want to really try to do is become the best college recruit. So I actually didn't decide I wanted to be a college athlete until I was entering into the senior year of high school. So I was kind of late into the game, but I learned a lot, and I've learned a lot from other athletes that are on my team. So here are some tips and tricks on becoming the best college recruit you can be. So the first thing you need to decide is if you really want to become a college athlete, because it's not exactly what high school is. You have 6 a.m. practices a lot. You have meets every weekend. When you're in season, you have practice out of season. You have a lot harder classes. So you're trying to manage a lot more things when you're a college athlete instead of a high school athlete. So you have to decide if you love your sport enough to do it for the next 4 years and sacrifice a lot of your social life and other things, a lot of time, to being an athlete. So what is the best time to start looking at a program? It's recommended that you start looking your sophomore year of high school, and that gives you plenty of time to go visit colleges, see if you like the colleges and the actual school, because a lot of people forget when you become an athlete at a school, you have to be a student there too. And so you have to make sure you do like the professors, you have to make sure that you like the campus, the atmosphere, everything else about it. And so the next process is contacting the coaches. So basically, a lot of websites for the college athletic programs have a recruit questionnaire. And so you can go onto the website and you can click your sport, you can go to the recruit questionnaire and you just fill it out, and that basically gets sent to the coach, and that gives them the idea that you're interested in looking at their program. So then you have to know when you can contact them, and that's basically a set date of July 1st after your junior year. They can't contact you and you can't contact them. So just keep that date in mind when you are looking at colleges. And if you're sending out questionnaires and you're not getting replies, it's probably because it's not July 1st after your junior year. So how do you actually talk to a college coach? One of the main things is to actually know something about the program, because they get a lot of emails, phone calls of college recruits that are just sending out the same email to a bunch of colleges. So when you're sending out an email, make sure there's something personal about the school in the email to show that you're actually interested in their school and their program, because then they'll give more effort into looking at your athletic abilities. Also, another thing to talk to a coach about is not just how you perform athletically, but also academically. I know for my school, they really emphasize GPA of all the sports. So college coaches really do actually care if you're intelligent or not. So make sure you keep your GPA up in high school so that they can actually want you on their team. So the next thing to do is to go on college recruit trips, and that's for actually going and visiting the team. So at my school, we have recruits come in, they get to go to practices, sometimes they get to participate in practice, and then we take them out to dinner, and we take them to go do things around the city that we live in to give them kind of more of a full college experience. They get to stay in the college dorms with the freshmen to see what their freshman year would be like if they chose to come to APU. The next thing is kind of the awkward part of recruiting is most people want a college scholarship when they are getting recruited. So basically, there's kind of a good way to approach this and a bad way. Don't just straight up ask if they're just going to give you money or not to be there, unless you're the top recruit. I have never heard people saying that to a coach. So the best way to kind of go about that is to say, how do scholarships work academically and athletically? Is there even money available to do this? So for me, that's what I asked. I was okay, how does that work? How do you guys decide that? Who decides that? And sometimes they'll say, we don't have enough money in our program right now. So, the first year you might be a walk-on, and then you could potentially get scholarship. And if they really want you, they might offer you a scholarship package right away. So that's just kind of varies depending on your athletic abilities, academically, the coach, the program, whether they're NAIA, NCAA, because NAIA can't actually give money through athletics. They can only give it in compensation academically. And Division III NCAA can't give athletic scholarships either, only through academics. And the last thing to really know is signing day. And basically once the college chooses you, you have to choose them back. So they'll send you a national letter of intent, and that basically just says everything about signing, the things you're committing to, the scholarship-wise, everything. It has all of that in that letter. They personalize it for you. And there's different dates for every sport on your national letter of intent signing. So mine was in November for swimming and dive, but sometimes football is different because their season's in a different time. So you just kind of have to look, and I'll put the link for the national letter of intent signing day so you can check your sport and see what day that's going to be. So basically that's kind of the gist. Just make sure you're being a good college recruit, because the team gets to help decide who gets pulled onto the actual team, and they get to help decide, like if you're really fit for them. And I know my school takes that really seriously if they're going to be a good fit for the team. And also make sure academically, you're worth it too, because it's kind of a gamble taking on a member of your team who's not very academic, because you have to stay in school to be on the team. So make sure you keep that in mind too. Again, this is Rachel from BubbleGrape, and if you guys have any other questions or you want to look at this information again, there'll be a link below for the blog that has all the information that was found in this video and all the links that you're looking for as well. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.